Welcome to Python series. In this video we are going to learn about mutable and immutable behavior of some Python variables. So for this I have written a very simple program, and mostly it's all about some data types and variables. So that is all is present in this program. We have written variables a, b, c, d, e, f, g and defined some values for each variable which are of different types. As you can see that the variable a has a number that is 100, which is, you can say, integer. Then b is a simple string, my channel name. C is a floating point number. D is a simple list. So as you know that list is comma separated values with this square brackets, and this is a tuple which is almost identical to list except that it has simple parenthesis. And finally we have a dictionary and a Boolean value. Boolean value just means either true or false, 0 or 1, and this dictionary is pair of key and value. Okay, we have pairs of key and value. This is the key, this is the value. Key, value, key and value. So we have three pairs of key and value, which makes it a dictionary. So we have integer, string, float, list, tuple, dictionary and Boolean. So what is the next thing we are doing in this program? We are printing the ID, that is the identification. So whenever you create any variable in your program, the Python assigns it a identification value, which you can know by writing the id function. So for this variable a, we can use this print function id8 to know the identification value of a. Similarly for b, we have id b, id c and so on. So in this print statement you can see that I have just printed all the identification values for each and every variable that I am using. So as you can see that in this program I am simply printing all the identification values, and if we run this program we will get the IDs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 variables. Okay, I forgot this G variable. So let us just print the ID of this G variable also. Okay, so now we are getting all the 7 IDs of our 7 variables used. So this is for our variable A, this is for our variable B, this is for C, this is for D, this is for E, this is for F, and this is for the G variable. So you are seeing this identification values of each variables. So this is actually the memory address where the data is actually saved. This address saves our value of 100. This address saves this text, and this address saves this floating point number, and so on. So in Python these variables just point to a memory address where the value is saved. They are not like a container which is saving the value. They are just pointing to a memory address. So now the question is, what is mutable and immutable? So those variables which just point to a different memory address when you change the value, we call them immutable. Okay, immutable means which do not mutate, which do not change. Okay, so if we say that this address is immutable, so why it is immutable? Just for a moment, just say that this is immutable, and it is immutable. So what will happen if we change the value of 100 to say 200, and this is immutable, this is not going to change. So what this a variable will do? It will point to a different memory address. And what if this was a mutable type? Then this value will remain same and the value inside this memory address will change. Okay, now just remember the word change. The value inside this variable will change. That means it becomes mutable. So in that case, this A will be mutable if this changes, and if this does not change, that means it is an immutable type. So let us change some values for these variables and see if we run the program and see a different memory address. Okay, so that will be fun. So let us assign some different values to our variables and see if we get any changes in our IDs. So let us say A is equal to 200, B is equal to Python programming, and C is equal to, let's say, 20.25. Now D is containing a list, and if you remember, lists have index values. Each of these values have some index number. So if we say we want to change this 21 to 15, so we will have to target at ID. Instead of 21, you have to target the ID. So what will be the ID? This first number will have ID number 0, the second 1, 2, 3 and 4. So to change the value 21, you have to target the ID. So you have to target the index 3. So let us target it and change it to whatever you like. Now E is a tuple, and in tuple you cannot change anything. Tuple does not like being altered. Okay, if you assign a different value to any of its index number, it will show error. You cannot change that, so we have to leave it as it is. We cannot change it. And in cases where you have a program where you are using tuple and you have to change the value, first you convert it into list and then change the value and then again convert it into a tuple. That is the workaround you have to do, which we are not doing here. So we will leave our variable E. And in the case of F, let's clear these numbers, we don't need them. And the variable F, which is a dictionary, you have to target the key. Okay, so these are the 3 keys which we have. So let's say you want to change the value of mango, so we will use F mango, which is our key, and let's change the value to something else. Okay, so now the value of mango will change, and for our boolean we have no other than false. There are only 2 values, true and false. So we have finally changed the values in all our variable, and let us try to print the ID now and see what changes we are seeing. Okay, let's copy and paste this print command again. So what will happen? The program will run, and for each of these variables here you will get the ID. Okay, now the program will see some values which are changed and it will print the IDs again. So let us run the program and see what we are getting. So this is for our variable A, this is for the B, C, D, E, F and G. So do you see any change? Yes, the number has changed. That means our variable A was immutable. So we can conclude that integers are immutable. If you change it, the variable will point to a different memory address. The ID will change. The same address will not change its value. Okay, now it will point to a different memory address. That means no change was allowed in the memory address, that is immutable. Okay, you can remember it that way, that if no changes are occurring in the memory address, it is immutable. And you can see it here, the changes were done in a different memory address, in a new memory address. The old memory address was changed. In B, which was a string, yes, the memory address has changed, so you can say that string is also immutable. C, the same is case with our floating point, the memory address has changed. And finally D, which was a list. Now what you are seeing is that the address is same. The address has not changed, although we have changed one value in our list, but the memory address is same. Okay, that means the list is a mutable type. The memory address was same and the changes were made in the same address. So this memory address allowed the changes. That means mutation occurred. You can remember it that way. So the list is mutable. And for the variable E, we did nothing. We have not actually changed anything, so it will remain as it is. But for the information, the tuple is immutable. Okay, if you do change the tuple, the memory address will change. And F, which was a dictionary, we have changed the value, but the memory address is same. So we can say that the dictionary is also mutable. And finally our Boolean, in which you can see that the address has changed, so it is again immutable. So this is mutable and this is mutable, which was a list and this was a dictionary. So list and dictionaries are mutable and rest all are immutable. So that is all for this video. Hope you have enjoyed learning. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.